the street and do cartwheels.
My liquor pick of the week.
Liquor? I don't even know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So good.
So good.
Damn it, Wendy.
Get rid of my hairy balls.
When are we hanging out?
People accuse me for having a set of balls on me.
It almost tastes like a spiked coffee.
Yeah, it's delicious, right?
I feel like I'm watching a drama unfold.
I didn't get my balls lasered off.
Oh, I'm gonna gag. I have to contain my crazy a little bit.
Tales over cocktails.
Tales over cocktails. So let's get it on.
You're listening to Tales Over Cocktails.
Astra's getting a drink. I got my
Look, it's Diana Ross.
in the flesh, bitches, in the
Yeah.
flesh.
How you doing, Diana?
Hey. Well, I guess welcome to another episode of Tales Over Cocktails with just us ladies this time around. How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Hang in there.
Yeah. What's everyone drinking on World Cocktail Day?
Well, I'm drinking wine because I have no more ice. And I'm drinking, I only have, what's today's date? The 13th? I only have 15 days left that I can use the Fuck I'm 40 glass.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
right. May 28th.
Yeah, so that's what I'm drinking. I got to make ice. I totally thought I had 3 trays filled, but I didn't have any.
Uh-oh.
That's
Astra, what about you?
I just made myself a Malibu and pineapple. I was gonna put a little bit of blue curacao in, but I figured you can't really see it through the cup anyway, so whatevs.
Guys, does sangria count as a cocktail?
Yes, of course it
Absolutely.
does.
Oh, cool. Because I usually drink wine, during this podcast. And I was like, you know what? I have about, half a bottle of wine. And I wanted to do something different. We have so much fruit here. So I was like, you know what? Let's make a little sangria.
That's smart.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I did put up an Instagram post not long ago. I was
saw
trying to
that.
come up with some behind the scenes things that we do. And I wasn't going to be like, oh, can you guess how many bottles of wine Danielle drinks or anything like that?
Listen, I'm going to fill up all of them in a bag, and we're going to have our listeners guess.
But do you remember last week at all? Because I think you might have had remember the first time we did the podcast and I got a little drunk because Dr. Nebraska refilled my glass?
Yeah.
Well, last week, I think it was you.
I thought it was me.
Yeah, it was definitely you.
Check this out. Check this out.
Oh my God, I'm going to pee myself.
Yeah. So that was you after the podcast. And then here's another one.
You're like the best writer ever. Not that I'm not a good writer, but yeah, I mean, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. But I'm kind of drunk. Those are my voice notes.
The thing is, the drunker Danielle gets, the less she starts writing with her thumbs, and the more she starts sending the voice notes. And I was like, oh my gosh, Dee.
But the funny thing about Dee and those voice notes, she was voice noting with me not too long ago. And every time I'd send her a voice note, it would give me the notification that she's saving it. And I'm like, why are you saving my voice notes? She's like, I'm saving them. I'm like, look, and I'm screenshotting. I'm like, it says it was saved. And she's like, well, I don't know where it's going.
I don't even know how to save a voice note. I told her, I said, you think I'm fucking saving your shit? I don't want it. I ain't got no more gigabytes. I'm over here she's like, oh, you're keeping my voice notes? What, are you going to use this against me? I'm like, first of all,
my gosh.
what the fuck are you talking
What
about?
is she even saying? That's
I know.
Why would I be saying? I never said that.
Well, listen, we skipped a really important step here. I know we don't have Wes, but
Wessy Poo.
Wessy Poo to Wessy Poo.
To Wessy Poo! Cheers!
Yum.
Yes.
I wish I had some of that sangria, Wendy.
Oh,
Me
Dr. Nebraska's like, okay, I know you didn't make a full pitcher, but that's a lot of alcohol. So just be careful. I was like, okay.
Be careful. I love it. He's such a dad.
I think it's going to be my turn where I'm going to be drunk editing later.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
You guys want to hear something fun that I'm going to be doing tomorrow night?
Yes.
I'm going to be Zooming with my best friends from high school that I haven't seen in 2 years. And we were texting each other the other day, and we're like, oh, we haven't seen each other in 2 years, blah blah blah, and then we're like, why don't we just have a wine Zoom night? So we're gonna do that tomorrow night. Did you guys ever do that with any of your friends?
Yes, but not with people we haven't talked to in a long time. Like this is our main core group of friends. And I know, Astra, I've seen like little snippets of you with your friend Nina. You guys have been doing that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. We've been doing that. And then like obviously with Cynthia, I'll do that. But I haven't done like the whole group and with people that I haven't seen or spoken to in forever.
So we speak. We just don't. We haven't hung out, I should say, in like 2 years. So yeah, this
Do
whole
you think
bunch
it's going
of
to be awkward at all?
No. We text all the time. So me and one of the girls are very close, and we text each other some funny memes and stuff like that, like every other day. But one of my very, very close friends lives in Florida. And so she hasn't been up here in 2 years. So that's why we usually get together when Christine is up in New York. So it's going to be funny, like just getting everybody together and chit-chatting and drinking. And it's like the last time we were together, we were so piss-ass drunk, walking the streets of Massapequa.
It sounds like this podcast.
Oh,
No
man.
joke.
Or this
By the way,
podcast
did
on the
Wes-
street.
Did Wes ever get you your Lysol?
Oh, yeah. Did he ever get you Lysol?
No,
Do you think he watches the episodes that he's not on?
probably not.
I don't think so.
I'm calling him out.
I think he'd rather just make money and forget about us bitches,
Oh my God, no.
I know. I think
Time
right
is
now
just
he's
not
like,
working out.
I feel like he's putting us on the back burner right now. And he's
But
all about
I wish
like,
I want to have him on so bad because so one of the things he's been sending us are these weird lists that people come up with, things that people
Yes.
need delivered. I mean, what was one? It was like Astroglide and a whole bunch of chocolate and like
Yeah.
a drying rack for sheets. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, well, they're going to have a good night.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
or they're gonna need a drying rack after the Astroglide and the chocolate and the
Astroglide? Did they work?
Astroglide. And there was also one where didn't somebody order like 17 boxes of Apple Jacks?
Yeah. Like, what kind of party is that?
Like, explain, please.
I wish that you could ask them. That'd actually be really cool. Like when you go to drop off the delivery, it's like, what are you guys using this for?
Well, didn't you ask him if he's been delivering like tampons and stuff?
Yeah. And I think he said he did. Like
I can imagine him getting a little like shy about it.
having to buy
Yeah.
tampons or I think he said he had to buy pads. I was like, oh,
Let's get Wes on the phone. I'm gonna call him right now. See if he answers.
Yeah, see if he answers.
he is
Yeah.
definitely not going to pick up. But that would be
Why?
so awesome if he does.
Oh, he might. Let's see. Let's
He's
see.
like, I'm in the middle of a delivery.
Let's see if he answers the phone. That'd be funny. We have our own little studio setup here.
I love it.
Gonna definitely send us to voicemail. Definitely. Also,
He told me he couldn't use his phone when he was doing that.
who's gonna tell?
Hello?
Hello? Oh.
Oh.
call has been
Oh.
forwarded to an
Let's leave a
automated
voice
voicemail.
message.
Oh, too late. It's okay.
Aw.
Maybe he'll call back during the podcast. We'll see. Although I do have my phone on Do Not Disturb, so let me turn that back off.
Oh man.
Yeah, I do that sometimes because like when I'm airing calls on the air and I'm doing it off my phone, I don't want it to like ring or make a text noise or what have you. So I have
Yeah.
a couple steps involved there. But
Oh.
how was everybody's week?
Pretty good. I mean, what about,
All right.
yeah, I got something to share. I don't know exactly what it is fully, but I can kind of tell you a little bit about it. So Danielle and I know Mr. Mario.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mario, or if you want to call him that, or Mario, who's one of our friends, he's going to be on that upcoming show,
Labor of Love.
Labor of Love.
What?
Yeah. So remember we were talking about how I wanted to like do a show like with your baby daddy type
You know,
thing?
the sperm and the petri dish.
Right.
Okay.
Well, this show, the premise of this show is it's a woman who obviously wants to have a baby this year, but she also wants to find a love. So it's kind of like a bachelorette situation where it's one
Yeah.
woman and like a bunch of guys. And then I guess, she's going to narrow down to the guy that she wants to be in a relationship with and have a kid with. So he happens to be one of the guys that's on the show.
Remember
Did he
last week
tell
we
you
were trying to
anything?
figure out, I was like, oh, my friend is on a show and I couldn't remember it. That
Yes.
was the guy I was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what's crazy is fast forward, he ends up sending me a message, Mario, and he was telling me that he's doing an interview series on people who are between 35 and 45, serious about getting married and having kids, and have not yet done so, successful in their life, career, and not married and single, obviously. So he's going to be interviewing me for this thing that he's going to be putting up on his social media. How crazy is this?
Wait, when is it going to be?
Well, I was going to do the interview with him today, but the reason why I chose not to is because I have the curly hair and I wanted to make it straight.
Why did I know you were going to say
I
this?
knew it.
You never do interviews with curly hair, ever.
I don't want to. I don't know, because it's so wild. And it's just, I don't know if it's attractive, to be honest with you.
I love it. I think it
Thank
looks
you.
gorgeous.
Thank
I
you.
do too. I think I love your natural hair. Remember the first time we saw it was after you had those asthma attacks and you were sick and you came back to
Right.
life
That's
after.
right.
And that was the first time we saw you and it was like, wow.
Yeah, that's right. I know, because I like to always just make my hair straight. So I knew we were going to be doing the podcast, and I was just like, you know what? This week I kind of just want to let it be curly, and then towards the end of the week I'll straighten it out again. So I'm supposed to be doing the interview with him on Friday. So obviously next week I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Mhm.
But yeah, how crazy is this? I mean, and the thing is I know that he's going to be putting this up obviously right before, I guess, the show starts. So it's going to give him a lot of traction on his social media and stuff like that.
Good. Excellent.
So maybe I will find my baby daddy after all, guys.
Nice.
Hello.
And speaking of that asthma attack situation, I actually just went to the doctor the other day and I had them do an antibody test on me. So I'm going to get those results hopefully by tomorrow.
Yeah,
because
I'm curious because that was a really weird, it was a
was.
suspicious illness that you had. And
Yeah.
It was.
back in November, right?
No, it actually was in January. It was
Oh,
right
okay.
after the New Year. It was literally like here's the thing, I got super sick for New Year's.
Sorry, I had to do it.
I got super sick on New Year's, and then it was my friend's wedding, and I couldn't not go to the wedding, but I was dying. So I
Yeah.
dragged myself to the wedding, and during the wedding, I had massive chills. I was sick as a dog. Like,
But
and then
can
when
you
I got home-
imagine? Wait, so like, let's say, for instance, that was COVID, right? When you were sick,
Mhm.
and then
We
you went to
were
that
all-
wedding. Wouldn't it be crazy if you were patient zero in the U.S. and you spread it to
Mhm.
everybody? You know what I'm saying? Because you went to a
Oh my
wedding.
God.
But see,
Think
that's
about it.
But here's the crazy part. So Nina, my friend Nina, was staying over my house, for New Year's. So she was around me that whole time. We also shared the hotel room right after the wedding, and I drove her to the airport.
And did she get sick?
She never got sick. So,
So
and
I'm
that's-
likely not because it's so super contagious. My guess is that you just had some sort of weird upper respiratory.
or I was thinking, because I was talking to a few friends about it, or if it is, maybe the people that I was in contact with were asymptomatic and they never had
Could
symptoms.
be.
Because there are a lot of people I do know that feel that they have had it because they've been around people that have it and they
Yeah.
never had a symptom. So what's to say that, the few people that, because I was only around the people at my table for the wedding because I didn't move. I sat there and I was like shivering the whole time. So I didn't move. And then I was just with Nina pretty much. What if the 5 people that I was in touch with just never had any symptoms? So
Also,
I'm curious to
possibility.
find out. I'm curious to
Yeah.
find
So
out.
when do you get your results?
I'm hoping maybe by tomorrow. They told me it takes a good 3 days, and I went on Monday. So
What is it? Is it a blood test?
blood test, yeah.
I wanted to go get mine done. I'm supposed to go to the doctor tomorrow. They called me today and they said somebody in the office contracted COVID, so they had to shut down the office
Oh no.
and they're desensitizing it. So I said, all right. She said they'll call me tomorrow to see if I want to go in.
No, don't. I
Right.
would wait.
Right. So I said, I don't know, maybe I'll wait until Friday. She said, if you want, you can come back on Friday, but it's going to have to be like late.
Right.
All right, fine. I'm off on Friday anyway. I ain't got shit to do, so whatever. But I want to get that antibody test too, because I don't know if you guys remember in March.
Yeah, when you got super sick, yeah.
I got super sick and I was very bronchial and coughing.
I remember you coughing right into those mics. Oof.
Yep.
No,
And
I
see, that was
wasn't.
the thing
It was
too.
like this.
No, but that was
I
also
know.
that was the thing with me too. Remember, it was the nonstop coughing. It was that dry cough.
And
And
that
then
weird hoarse voice.
Yeah.
Although it was
Yeah,
pretty, it was
but
pretty
also-
sexy.
But here's
But-
thank you. But my lungs, the thing about my lungs is that it's like it wasn't like a normal asthma attack for me. It felt super heavy to the point that like I felt like I had so much pressure like on my chest that it was like to
That's
try
like
to
me
catch
too.
a breath. I couldn't take a breath at all. And when my friends were trying to call me to see if I'm okay, I'm like, I can't even pick up the phone because I can't even take a breath to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You need to text us as soon as you get the results.
oh, I will. Because I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm actually even wondering if there are different strains of
But
COVID.
here's the thing: would it make you feel better if you did have the antibodies?
It would, because then at least I'd know I'd have an answer. Because you know, I've had asthma my whole life, and I've had attacks before, but it was never this severe to the
Right.
point that I mean, I couldn't even come to work. I couldn't move, and it was a full 2 weeks that I was sick. So it's like a lot of the same things that are lining up make sense. So if it comes up negative that I don't have antibodies, then I'm going to be like, wow, that
And
was
you
an
just
asthma
have
attack that
you
was,
just
like,
have the
complete.
black lung.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we all have asthma, right?
Yeah,
we
I know.
do.
I get the bronchospasms. Like, I
Mhm.
don't get like it's not usually exercise induced. It's usually if I cry and I get all like, you know, the mucus, like sometimes
Mhm.
that'll trigger it. If I have some sort of upper respiratory, I will always need the inhaler. So it's
Yep.
scary. Like this
Yeah.
respiratory stuff is like you don't want to mess around with it.
No.
Hi.
Hey.
Dr. Nebraska.
I don't remember which color he is. So I was gonna hit Dr. Nebraska update. But, I miss Wes, man.
I know.
We got to figure this stuff out.
I know.
But anyway, I did have something I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
So, I guess it was an accident. I was lucky enough to nab one of those Amazon Fresh deliveries. And
Mhm.
I guess they sent me like 2 bunches of bananas when we usually only need 1. So I ended up making banana bread.
I feel like that's what everybody's making right now.
Right. And I feel like a walking cliche right now.
How did it come out?
Yeah. How did it
Oh,
come
amazing. I made a second batch because we just have so many bananas. So here's the thing. I feel like there's so many calories in banana bread. We've been like really being good with the portions, but still I was reading this thing and it says there's a new survey that the quarantine 15 is like a real thing.
I've been hearing that too. And
Oh, totally.
you want to know
that-
something? I'm not going to lie. I started taking my diet pills the other day just because I was like, I'm going to get
God.
weighed at the doctor. So I don't want my weight to be too much up. So I wanted to drop a couple of pounds before I went in.
Stop it. Well, I
Are you
remember
nuts?
I think I started gain like I mean listen, like my weight's fine, but here's the thing. I remember going into engineering to go talk to Wes. This is when we were still going into the station.
Mhm.
And they have this little like weigher thing. I guess they use it to weigh equipment. And I stepped on it once and I was like, that middle number can't be right. So I asked like George and Jet, like it's all the, you know, Wes and his buddies, the engineering staff. And I was like, is this scale accurate? And they were like, we think so. So I was like, nah. So I ended up like getting a new scale here. And I'm like, oh, that scale was right. So I think that this quarantine 15 actually started a while back.
Oh my
Maybe
goodness.
better. What?
Well, no, you know what actually started it? It's called the relationship 15.
Oh, the relationship
Oh.
15. But we've been
Yeah.
together for like about a year. So-
Yeah, but still, when he moved in and you got super comfortable, that's when you start to pack it on.
Stop it. So what do? I can't blame it on the eggs, right?
Nope, not the eggs anymore. It's the love. You have to blame it on the love.
blame it on the love.
Blame it
Yeah.
on the
So,
love.
but we've been eating really well. So I mean, what's a little slice of banana bread every once in a while?
You know what? Live. If you're not eating well, you're not living right. So
Yeah.
you might as well just eat the things that make you happy.
Yeah.
And you've been cooking up a storm. Danielle's been cooking up a storm. It's like
Yeah. I made shrimp scampi last night for the first time ever. It was delicious.
Ooh, yay. I made that, I think, last week or so.
I don't
I
even
mean,
know what is
blueberry muffins,
shrimp
too.
scampi? Is that like a butter sauce?
It's like a buttered garlic sauce.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
good.
Oh, a true story. I'm not a shrimp person, but that was my mother's favorite meal. Yeah. So
Ooh.
every time I hear shrimp scampi, I always think of her.
Aw.
And yeah, I didn't even know how to make it because I mean I wouldn't because I'm not a shrimp person. But that's amazing that you did.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy cow. I texted Anita, you know, our old receptionist. I
It was
said,
basically our mother.
yes. I go, Mama, guess what I made? She goes, what, Twitter? I said, I made shrimp scampi. She goes, that's my favorite. I said, well, the next time I'm coming over and I'm making you some, I told her.
Aw, that's
We
so
should maybe
sweet.
put together like a Tales Over Cocktails like cook like
Recipe
just a
book?
one-sheeter, like a little cookbook page thing for
Yeah,
our
let's
social.
do it. Oh,
You know,
that,
Wes, remember Wes made that what was the bourbon?
Oh my goodness, yes.
was
the
it bourbon?
cake. No, it was
The cake.
yeah, what was that? Was that Bailey's?
Oh, that was
No.
delicious.
Whatever that
no,
was,
it was a
amazing.
Hennessy. Wasn't it a Hennessy
Hennessy,
cake?
yeah,
Yes,
Hennessy.
cake.
Hennessy cheesecake.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think we all have our little talents here. Apparently, I'm
I
really
would
good at
love
banana
some.
bread, and
I
Danielle
tried
makes
to make
everything.
something last night and I wasn't a huge fan. I have to tweak it a little bit. And I was a little upset with myself because every time I've been doing new recipes, they always come out super bomb, you know? And
Where do you
yesterday
get your recipes from?
I find stuff online, but then what I do is I look up a couple of different recipes and then I intermingle a few from each of what I feel would
Oh,
sound
wow.
better. Because there's
Ooh.
certain things when I read it and I'm like, you know what? I don't know if that would work, or some things I may not have. So I look up substitutions of what I could use in place of, or things like that. Last night I decided to make chicken and peanut sauce.
Oh, interesting. So
Well,
what?
okay. That's
what was
not
the-
delicious.
Yeah, what's the base of that?
So basically, the chicken obviously came out great. It was the peanut sauce that I was having trouble making because I'm realizing when I was reading the recipe, I think that it should have been cooked in some sort of an oil, but the
Yeah, I was
recipe,
thinking like peanut oil. You could use that, and like, what do you
Or-
mash the peanuts
yes.
up?
Well, actually, I found out you could use sesame oil, but here's the thing,
I
Oh.
thought so.
which I have some, but the recipe said to put the peanut butter and like chopped up garlic into like a saucepan or a frying pan or whatever and melt it down. But here's the thing, the peanut butter wasn't fully melting, I guess,
Yeah.
properly. I feel like it needs to be in a base of
Okay,
some sort.
question. And I don't know if you know this, but there's peanut butter and there's peanut butter spread or
Right.
peanut spread.
Okay.
It's different. What kind of peanut butter did you use?
I used, what is it, like Jiffy peanut butter.
Okay, so that's peanut spread. So I wonder if that makes a difference.
It might be. It might be. It might be.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel like I kind of burned it a little bit. You know what I mean? So it
Mm.
had that like burnt peanut butter taste to it. So I wasn't loving it. It wasn't unedible. Like I totally ate it and it was fine. But if I had to rate it, like most of my meals are anywhere between like an 8.5 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. I would say this was like a 5 out of 10, honestly. It was
Oh,
edible.
Are you
I mean,
on
it looks
edible?
good. It looks like super balanced. I've seen you making steak and greens
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
I'm loving the seared tuna that I've been making. That
Ooh.
is so delicious.
ooh,
I'm
yum,
making
yum.
stuffed peppers tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have you ever roasted peppers?
Yes.
Aren't they
Oh my
amazing?
God.
It's like such a simple thing, but they come out
It's so good.
And then you can put them on anything.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. See,
My
tonight I'm
grandmother used to make them for me, and then she would put them on a piece of bread, and that's what we'd have for lunch.
Why are they so sweet? Like, where does that come from? It's
So
like
good.
magic.
So good.
So
That's the
good.
Italians for you.
Oh my god. Oh my
Tonight
god.
I'm thinking about taking the rest of my chicken tonight and making a chicken with a mango chili sauce.
Wow.
Wow. Look at you go.
But we'll see how it comes out. I can't guarantee that it's going to be great or not. I'm going to just try it out. We'll see what
You have
happens.
curbside pickup?
For you, anything, D. Anything you
Aw.
want.
As long as you drop off a bottle of Lysol for her.
Yeah, you
No,
bring me the
listen.
Lysol, I'll give you the food.
I'm going to go to Target early in the morning on Friday, so I'll let you know.
All right, if they do
Oh.
have any, seriously, pick
No,
me
I'll
up.
pick
some.
it up for you.
And if you do come out here to the city, not only can you go take well, actually I'll go with you. I'll put my mask on, my gloves. We'll go take pictures, and then I'll make you a dinner, and I'll
Forget
spend
about
time
it.
with you.
When
I'll
did
spend
When
time.
are you going into
Lysol?
Times
Wendy?
Square? What?
Did you need Lysol also?
Oh no, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay.
She's so cute. So
Um,
sweet.
But thank you.
Ooh,
How
yum.
how is like Times Square? Is it like super empty?
So empty. I actually did an Instagram live the other day when I was walking through so I went to the doctor, right? My doctor's on the east side and I was not taking any public transportation. So I walked.
Oh.
I walked all the way to the east side. It was like maybe a half-hour walk each way, which was
Really?
fine.
That's good.
It was my exercise, so it was fine. So I walked through Times Square on the way back, of course, and I did an Instagram live. It was pretty dead. Like still more pigeons than people. It's crazy.
Wow. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I
I
love
would
that.
say,
I still love that picture. I know we talked about it last week, but the one that that photographer took of you and Nyla, just in
Oh,
like
yes.
empty cobblestones. Like I don't even know how you encountered this person, but
Yeah.
that's such a cool shot.
thank you. Thank you. Well, which one? The cobblestone one or the Times Square one?
Cobblestone.
Oh, that was my friend. My friend and I went out.
Oh, okay.
We took pictures, but then what was crazy is there was a photographer again, randomly just watching us taking pictures, that he ended up taking a picture of my friend taking a picture of me, and ready for this, found me on Instagram under the hashtag Soho because we were in the Soho area.
Stop.
Yep,
Social
because
media is so crazy.
I saw him from a distance taking pictures, and I was like, if you're taking pictures, you better send that to me. And then, just saying it.
You would say that.
I would.
You probably like cartwheeled right into his shot.
Yeah.
He actually was watching us taking pictures. Like he ran over and started taking pictures. And I was like, well, if you're going to take pictures, I want those. And I never got his contact information. And then all of a sudden he DM'd me and told me, hey, I found you through the hashtag Soho. Here's one of the pictures I took of you. I'm like,
And that is why hashtags are so important.
Yes. I agree.
Crazy.
yep, it was so crazy. And I was like, wow, dude, this is crazy that you found me, but thanks. That's awesome. I was like, you ran off before I could get your info.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's
Couldn't believe
wild.
it. Yeah. And then my friend who was taking the pictures was like, what are the odds? Like, how did he find you? I'm like, hashtag Soho.
Hashtag Soho.
Hashtag Soho.
Aw.
Have you heard any feedback from either Anthony or Sal from last week's episode?
Yeah. Oh my God.
They were so fun last week.
Oh my God. I know. I talked to Anthony a lot, and he was just like, I can't explain how much fun we had with you guys. And then Sal, I haven't spoken to. I mean, I don't know if Astra has, but
Astra.
Astra. I don't know if Astra's spoken to him, but no, Anthony said it was a great time, and he wants to help us with getting us out there more. So that's nice. I thought that was so nice.
I think he's such a cool mentor for you because he's doing
The comedy stuff.
very similar
Yeah.
things to what you want to do, and he's successful at it. So, and I thought it was so cool for him to come on the podcast too.
Yeah, we're gonna work on some stuff together. So he'll help me out. Yeah, no, I told him, I said, if you can mentor me, that would be amazing.
That would be great.
Yeah, and I wanted to take a class. It was supposed to start yesterday at Caroline's for 6 weeks,
Oh, wow.
and obviously they canceled it. So it's hard because I really, really, really want to do this on the side and make people laugh. And even some people that I'm friends with at the company, in our company, they like, oh, how's your stand-up coming along? So next week they want me to Zoom with them, and I'm going to be their personal comedian. I mean,
Nice.
so it's pretty awesome. And then with the employee playlist of the month that I was in.
Yes, congratulations on that. Was that like a lot of pressure?
Oh my God, yes.
So I wouldn't even know where to start. I hope they know. I hope they never ask.
I'm obsessed with music. Like, I grew up on so many different genres between my grandfather and the big band music, my father with old school Motown, my mother too with the disco, and like my grandmother, she used to listen to 1100 WHLI. So like, I mean, I grew up on all these different type genres.
Can we talk about the Mariah Carey video? Because the funny thing is I've heard you talk about this so many times, and that was linked in the article.
Yeah, I linked it.
I have never seen it until then. I had never seen it. And I'm like, oh my God, you look so different. And you're just like, oh, Mariah.
I know. I cursed on national television.
I saw that, but they kind of like muffled you.
Holy shit, they bleeped me.
How is Jimmy?
Oh my God. So the funny part about Jimmy Fallon is when I worked at Hofstra a long time ago, he came in and did a performance for us during homecoming week. And winds up, my old boss from Hofstra and him went to school together, and they lived on the same floor in college.
Wow.
So I said to Jimmy when I met him that night, I said, oh, I'm friends with Fred Burke. And he goes, oh, Fred, how's he doing, And then he kept talking to me. And then he paid attention to me when we were filming. And he was like trying to point me out on the camera. And he wound up talking about me when him and Mariah was sitting down in the studio talking.
Wow. So you guys like developed a rapport.
Yeah. And then when I see him, when he comes to the studio or when I see him at events, he always remembers me.
Wow. That's so
nice.
cool.
Yeah. So he's very, very nice. He's
Aw.
honestly a really good guy. And Mariah is absolutely a sweetheart. And she gave us our own personal performance, like our own concert.
Did you guys see her at the Robin Hood benefit?
She was so
What
good.
is that thing that's on her microphone? I noticed it during our concert too.
Yeah.
Like
I
must be
some
some-
screen or something. I saw that.
I don't know, but if it makes Mariah Carey's voice sound good, I want one.
I think it's to help the static or something. I don't know. I gotta look that shit up.
Yeah, we should.
Mm-hmm.
But she was fantastic. Oh my gosh.
She was really good. She
Raised
and I
so
was
much
so
money
happy she was
too.
the
It
first
was 115 million, right?
Yes. Yes. I donated. Even though I am broke as a joke, I still donated. So, whatever.
We're all broke as a joke right now. Jeez.
We're all
Aw,
doing our best, We're surviving. We're thriving.
Yeah.
So how are you guys feeling about the extension of the stay at home?
What is that, till June 7th, they said?
June 6th, I think. But here's the thing. I just heard today that LA is going to be going until July, apparently. So I
No.
I
feel
heard
like,
August.
or what, August?
Yeah. I heard August in LA.
And that's the thing. And I feel like New York City especially is even worse than LA is. So I feel like LA starts that whole little trend and then we're like, yeah, we're going to do it. Because here's the thing.
Well,
I feel
let's
like
just watch and see what happens because I honestly think that we don't want to put lives at stake. And I think if there's going to be some sort of second wave of it because they open up too early, it's like,
Agreed. I mean, people are getting frustrated and I understand the frustration, but people also need to understand that if
we don't
all-
sacrifice lives here.
right. If we all stick
exactly.
together, if we all stick together, we'll be out of this sooner. The problem is nobody wants to stick it out because when there's a nice day, everyone wants to be out there. And I
Yeah.
understand that,
Totally.
but it's just, it's just a matter of us trying to just come together. And
Did you
plus
see
I
the
also-
people that were protesting? They wanted the gyms to open up, so they were doing like push-ups and planks or whatever they were doing
Yeah.
outside the gym. It's like, okay, well, you just proved that you could do jumping jacks anywhere.
without a gym, right? So you're fine.
Like pick something else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. People
Yeah, the
are-
news is a little scary sometimes. That's why we do a podcast for you.
And then also too, I mean, you know what it is? People get very worked up when they hear something that they don't want to hear that's not going to make them happy. So remember when we all pretty much knew that the June 6th or 7th thing was going to happen when they mentioned it and then they tried to retract it? Like, no, that was an error. It's still going to be on the 15th. I was like, because they don't
Right.
want people going insane because they know what's going to happen. New Yorkers especially, they're going to lose their mind. Like,
But
it's
that's
almost
also
like
what happened with the schools too. They were like,
Yeah,
no,
it's
schools
like-
are not going to close up. No, schools
it's
are
like
closed.
I feel like for New Yorkers, they have to give them like a 2 to 3 week period where it's like, okay, well, we'll give it another 2 to 3 weeks and then we'll look back at it instead of saying, guys, we're staying closed till September. It's just like people would go crazy.
Yeah, I think we do need it. I know, isn't it? We're like basically being spoon fed, but I think
Right.
we,
I mean, Broadway is staying closed now until September 6th, they're saying.
But Danielle, since you are in charge of iHeartRadio Broadway, there was some big news about Hamilton. I
Yes,
thought,
I saw that too.
maybe you-
Danielle, tell us.
How
yes,
exciting. You guys got Disney Plus?
we're about to. I've never seen Hamilton. I never got to see it on Broadway, so I'm actually really excited about this.
No, it's going to be awesome. They actually filmed the show, the Broadway show. So it's awesome. So if anybody wants to know more information about it, just visit iHeartRadio Broadway on social media, and it's got all the information there. But let me tell you what exactly is going to happen. Hamilton film with original Broadway cast will release on Disney Plus July 3rd. So you gotta go and get this Disney Plus because you'll be able to see the original cast. And
I
we
was going to
know
ask you
who's
about
that
that.
in there, Lin-Manuel Miranda. So
Wow.
I actually saw Hamilton with the original cast. I went back in, I think, 2016.
Oh my gosh.
that's it.
Wow. Yeah, so I think, because
Because you know what it is? The reason why I also went too is I also know Christopher Jackson, who played George Washington. His wife, I'm friends with her, which is Veronica, the singer.
wow. So we took a break from Disney Plus to do CBS All Access because we've been watching a lot of Star Trek lately. But I think when we go back, especially before The Mandalorian comes back, Like, we may have to do a little overlap because I need to see Hamilton.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. July 3rd. It's coming quicker than you know.
I know. Isn't that weird? It's,
Coming.
it's the middle of May. What the hell? When was the last
Yeah.
time I saw you gals in person?
March 11th.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's when we
weird.
did our podcast the last time in the studio.
And
It's
we
funny
had
'cause-
winter jackets on.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
That's so strange.
Yeah, it's
It's
2
crazy.
months today. I started working from home.
Wait, what?
2 months ago today, I started working from home.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think this whole thing has proven that we are capable of doing more things and that we adapt quicker than we think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because I was thinking, like, you know, typically in radio, I mean, our company's so good. A lot of the times, like, say you have a hurricane coming or you have a snowstorm, quickly they'll be like, okay, we're going to put up our main personnel in like a hotel. I wonder if this is going to be the new answer to that.
Yeah. Do they let you keep the kits that they gave you or no?
Oh, no. I mean, but the thing is, though, these kits are so good that I'm like, I need to, it's an easy choice for me. I'm going to be purchasing my own. I'm so impressed with this Rodecaster. And of course the mic, a lot of people have been saying that the mic comes in really clear. Like whatever I have here, I'm going to be purchasing.
Yeah, it's funny. I spoke with Scary yesterday, and he was telling me he got a Rodecaster because of how great it is. He said it's a great
It's
investment.
so good. It's amazing. It has the Bluetooth. I wish I could spin this around and show you.
Yeah, he was telling me it's got Bluetooth where you could plug in like a
Mhm.
phone, and you could also put mute, like all this.
But I
type of
also
stuff
have this cord, so I do it this way too. So I have
Great.
Bluetooth for. So I actually set up a Google number so that I could take live callers. Well, not live, but I record them on my laptop. So I do
awesome.
that. I have the designated iPad, which is basically like my phone system, and then I like play the calls back because everything's on the cloud on the phone.
Wow.
That's why I do the D&D.
Yes.
But I'm so impressed with it, and I think we just learned so much during this whole
Totally.
shit show.
I'm fine with doing my shows from home from now on. It saves me on my Metro card.
You, by the way, you live the closest out of all of us. I'm just
know.
pointing that out.
I do.
There's going to come the day where we do go back to the studio. I mean, which, by the way, I do miss it. But like, we're all going to have to get on the subway. And you're the one that has to do it for like the least amount of stops. Yeah, I
don't
think,
wanna get that.
I know masks are totally going to be mandatory. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's crazy. Oh, we have less than a minute. Should we like,
do.
should we just end it or should we extend? What do you think?
Let's extend. Go ahead.
Record.
And we're back.
Hello.
So
That was
we-
perfect timing too, because Danielle was talking about how sweet Wendy is.
We're too cheap to pay for the the unlimited Zoom, so we have to do this in two pieces. But limited editing, and I guess we're back to film or record a close. Does anybody have any last remarks?
Let's do some TikToks, guys. That's all I gotta say. I've been trying to kill it on TikTok. Wendy, you got to get on board. I know you have.
So
one.
wait, here's the thing. I actually had something on TikTok real quick. The first 3 months of this year, 320 million people installed TikTok. And I had it for a while, but here's the thing. I am a longtime lurker. I watch TikToks. I watch them for tutorials on various things, but I don't really make a lot of videos.
My mother is obsessed with TikTok.
Really?
Okay. It's so funny. She watches them. She sends them to me. She's like, "Oh my God, did you see the one with the father and the daughter? When the daughter said to the father, what did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?" like, it's so funny.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
mother.
There's something for everybody, but like, here's the thing. I don't really understand the algorithm or how it suggests videos for your feed, but I constantly am getting the ones that say #over 30. And I have a feeling that Astra is not getting that at all.
I actually know I've seen that. I've gotten those hashtags. But those are just people, like, in general. Like,
But like, how does it know I'm over 30 though? Like, what does it know?
Yeah,
about me?
it's not. No, it's just
because I'm looking for like thing. I don't even understand.
No, I don't think that that's the algorithm, because that's the thing that people are trying to get you on. Like, they're trying to say things like, well, obviously TikTok is pushing my content out to you, so you must like people who are, and then they put up little like signs.
Yeah,
of,
but
like,
it knows too much. But I just feel like because you keep up with all the trends, perhaps you're like in the
listen,
20-something crowd.
I'm all over the place. I have everything, to be honest with you. It's like I literally have everything. I do get people from New York, which is cool, you know, in the tri-state, but then I get people from like all over the world. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself because there are some videos I post and it'll blow up, and then others it's like cricket.
Wow.
And I'm just so upset. So Danielle, tell your mom to follow me because I need another follower.
Aw.
I will. I promise.
I love that your mom's
No.
on there.
I know.
Actually, my
It's
mom
so
tried to download it and I yelled at her and I told her to delete it.
Why?
I went the one time, the very beginning when I first posted TikTok. So she's like, oh, what's this TikTok? I downloaded it. I was like, get off of it. You don't need to be on there.
Yeah, my mother loves it. She sends my sister and I these TikToks every day. Oh my
gosh.
God, did you see this one? Oh my God, this one's hysterical.
You know what I realized? I think, because I was on the phone with my Nana the other day, and she's 90. And she's telling me about how her friends sent her all these funny pictures. And I was like, oh, your friends are sending you memes. Like, this is everybody. Everybody's sending each
So
other funny
cute.
videos, cute pictures. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 90 years old like Nana and still enjoy TikTok or memes or what have you. So
We should have her come on the podcast. You know?
Nana, oh, she won't come on because she doesn't want people to look at her. We've been trying. Our whole family's like, no, just like we could do a Zoom or we can do a FaceTime. She's like, I don't want anybody to look at me.
Oh,
I
that
know.
sounds like my mom. My mom's the same way.
It's ridiculous. She's gorgeous. She's 90 and gorgeous, but
I want to meet her.
oh, Nana, she's basically me, but older.
Oh my God, I bet she's so cute.
Oh, Dee.
I want to
I
meet
love
this
you.
woman. Get her on. Let's get her on.
Well, tell her that you said so. Maybe you'll be the deciding factor.
Tell her I connect well with seniors. I'm very good with them. I have a love, affection for them, and I think we'd have a blast.
Oh, for sure. She's like, let me tell you something. She loves playing, like, what's that crazy game? The Cards Against Humanity. She's like
Oh, I
the
love
dirty.
Oh, really?
She's so dirty. Yeah. That's my Nana. But
She'd fit in well with the podcast.
yeah, she
I mean, at
probably
least with me.
would.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she would.
Aw.
So, anything else? Or do we just throw out our socials? What are we doing here?
Oh, there was something else I had to talk about. Oh, the Gracie Awards were announced today.
Oh, yeah, we were not nominated, or we didn't
we didn't win.
No, but we
Yeah,
did
that's
enter.
okay.
But you know
Yeah.
what? We are kind of new when we entered, so I feel like maybe there's always next year. But we had some really amazing people that did win,
Yeah.
and it's
Angie
like
Martinez,
Woo.
Angela Yee,
Actually, I saw, yep.
mhm.
Cooper. You know Cooper from
Lawrence.
she was
Oh,
on
yeah.
WOR.
Yes,
Cooper Lawrence. So yeah, we had a lot of great iHeart people win. So
that's
I'm excited about
fantastic.
that.
I mean, we can only aspire to be like those incredible talents. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So I know, Wendy, you said you wanted to bring on a guest maybe next week.
yeah,
You
I'm
had
gonna see when
someone
he's
that you wanna bring on?
available. Yeah, my accountant's really good. He's been doing a lot with helping small businesses. So I thought maybe if we had any small business owners, then maybe he could offer some words of wisdom.
Yeah, I would love that. I'd love to hear what
Yeah.
he has to say.
Yeah, I'll talk to
So
him.
maybe
for
next
sure.
week.
Yeah, let me talk to him because I keep forgetting.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
tell him, listen, we want to talk to you about a little problem that we
Talk
know
to you
that's
about a little
happening.
problem.
We want to talk to you about a little problem about the small businesses, you know? What else? Oh, so on Long Beach, you know, the boardwalk is closed. But let me tell you, so many people are going on the beach. It's unreal. But they are doing the social distancing. So
Good.
I'm led to believe that we're going to have the beach open this summer. And they're going to have enforcements out there making sure everyone's staying the 6 feet away from each other. But that's just what I think. It's not what anyone has said.
Right.
So I'm hoping
I think as long
if
as the
that's
people are
case-
able to keep their distance and it's not too crowded. Because I mean, look what
Yeah.
happened in Florida. They opened a beach and then they were like, nope, you just closed. 'Cause people were
Yeah.
overcrowding, and it's just, you know, I think we have to just kind of take things one step at a time and see.
Yeah,
I hope.
hopefully.
I hope.
Speaking of Long Beach, did you know that Tekashi 6ix9ine was living in Long Beach for a hot second until he just got
I-
caught?
What?
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
So
Did you see him around, Danielle?
Yeah, did you see? I was
No.
going to ask you, does he live in the neighborhood?
Yeah, but apparently I heard that he was outside and this girl on a balcony like took pictures of him.
Yeah, because he was outside
Wow.
taking pictures in like his bright outfits with all that money that he's holding. So yeah, somebody
Yeah.
saw him, took pictures, blew up where he lives, and then he had to like escape from out of there.
Some people don't really understand incognito.
No.
Well, I'm
Maybe
definitely
try some like camouflage or something.
Takashi 69 doesn't understand anything. He doesn't
God.
care. Clearly, he
No.
just does not care. He just blew up TikTok too with his new song, which
Yeah.
of course I made a TikTok too.
Of course you did.
Always on top of the trends,
It's
Astra.
trending. Exactly. The song is trending. Whether I like him or I don't like him, it's trending. So I had to do something.
A couple
Alright.
of years ago at one of our shows, speaking of Takashi 69, he went in through the front doors, didn't go through the artist area. He snuck in somehow, got in, and went on stage and performed when they had like shut down everybody coming into the building. So yeah, this kid, man, I don't know how he gets away with shit, you know?
That's
And he
unreal.
snuck in. I'm like, he wore like a hoodie over his head, and he just walked in, and boom, he got on
Wow.
stage.
Gotta love him.
I know. All right. Well, I think we're gonna probably go have some dinner.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
some dinner.
what's for dinner?
For me, probably a veggie burger. We didn't really prepare like tails nights. We usually just like easy because usually we're doing this kind of late. But
Yeah,
probably some chicken, leftover chicken, some veggie burgers. What about you?
I had the extra shrimp scampi tonight, so I ate before the
Oh.
pod.
Oh,
Yeah,
smart,
I was so
smart.
hungry. I didn't eat lunch today, so I had it at like 5 o'clock.
Perfect. And you, Astra?
For dinner,
Yeah, for dinner.
I think I'm gonna make that chicken with mango and chili sauce.
Right. Ooh.
Wow.
Well, everybody will have to take pictures of how it all came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how this one comes out. Not gonna guarantee anything, but we'll try. We'll try.
Send
Aw.
recipes.
Yay!
Yeah, so why don't you girls do this? Why don't you send me your favorite recipes, and I'll post them online for us.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna send you the banana bread.
Okay. Ashley, you send me whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Astra, you send me whatever you want.
All right, I'll send you whatever I can find.
I thought that would be funny to say, you know?
Somebody try to find Wes and see if you can get his Tennessee cheesecake.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'll
if he's gonna
ask
give
him.
up the recipe for that. I feel like he won't.
Maybe we'll see.
He might.
Well,
He
maybe
might.
You never know.
We'll try.
But and just so you know, the way to reach us is
Oh, well, you can reach me at Danielle DeLillo. The @ signal and Danielle DeLillo. What is wrong with
really,
me?
really. You don't just write out the word "at."
I think she's getting drunk, guys.
I think so. Too. I'm feeling it too because this sangria actually is kind of strong.
Woo!
Woo!
but I will be getting there soon. You guys can catch me at Astra on the air.
And I'm at Wendy Wild Radio on Instagram, and together
We are
Tails.
Tails over cocktails. And until next
Tails
time.
over- See you on Twitter.
Oh shit! I forgot that one. All right, here
Until
it is.
next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.